Okay, welcome back. Last time I basically just got sidetracked and managed to not do what I was intending to do. So last time I intended to get to the Grey Lord's mansion and complete everything there. However, I got sidetracked, did some more training, and also fought a few red Vegiemon to learn a new move or two. I then got ambushed by Ninjamon, and honestly, I think I'm just gonna start this episode by going to fight the other boss. Like the other kind of optional boss that's appeared in the native forest. So let's go and see what that has in store for us. Fortunately, I remember where it is. It's because it is something that we saw much earlier in the game, only now it has an actual purpose. Just as soon as the screen loads. Here we are. So, this says, there's letters engraved here. No one's here. Go home. Someone living here? And now we should get jumped. Even monkeys fall from trees. Flying knee drop! And so we get ambushed by Etemon. Also, there is a Goburimon just off screen, so that's why something's gonna run away. So, we get ambushed, and we take about a third of our health and damage before the fight even starts. However, okay, we just got poisoned, like, we got the poison out frame 1, basically. That is huge. We also learned Moss Shield, or Moss Barrier, or whatever it's called. Basically, it is a move that will boost up my stats, it appears. From what I can see, it boosts up my defense and my speed, but not my attack or anything else. On the plus side, the poison is doing a lot of damage, and it's doing a lot of damage pretty fast by the looks of things. And also, if my stats just keep going up and up and up every single time we use Moss Shield, then hey, we should be able to get through this without too much hassle, by the looks of it. And because of the poison, I think it does gradually more damage the longer it has, and he's slowed. So we are in a very good position of this fight right now. We outspeed him at every turn. And so if he's kind of trying to trade, so he's trying to make trades on hits, and we just our moves just come out faster every single time. This is looking very good for Vegiemon right now. Okay, this one might be a little bit dangerous. I'm going to go for Sweet Breath. Okay, he doesn't appear to be interrupting me. So let's just hit him with our super move. That's a lot of damage. Okay, this is actually going insanely well. We haven't even had to heal yet. We haven't even had to heal once. We haven't had to heal once, and we started 1200 health down because he ambushed us. This could not be going better. This has basically been a flawless fight. Right. And the poison should just tick down and kill him if our next attack doesn't. Yeah, I have to hit him one more time and we win. Okay, I'll throw one small recovery just to heal, just in case. I don't know how much this will hit for. I would have been fine regardless. All I need to do is just hit him one more time, and this battle is over. Fantastic. Etemon is defeated. So what do we get from this? We get 7,777 bits, a 2 in every stat, and a brain chip. Very nice. I lost, but you guys are nothing. Don't be a sore loser. You even sneak attacked us by surprise. You leave me no choice but to. In that city of yours, I'll show you just how strong I am. Just you watch. And with that, Etemon goes to join the city. So, Etemon is an ultimate level Digimon. Etemon is an ultimate level Digimon, and he will sell you golden bananas. Golden banana is basically just the Digivolution item for Etemon. Okay. Well, I unintentionally ran into this Goburimon, so hey, I guess we're fighting this now. But yeah, Etemon is a Digimon where it joins the city, and you won't find it anywhere in the city. The next time you walk out to the Digimon bridge, you'll see it kind of just stood out there, because it turns out it got to the city and immediately got kicked out. Like, I'll explain it, like, I'll talk more about it the next time we actually go to the Digimon Bridge, because we'll see Etemon. But still, I do think that's kind of funny. Like, he gets to the city and immediately just gets booted out because he's kind of just that insufferable. Oh. Oh. Well. That kind of throws an issue into my plans for the rest of today's episode. I mean, hey, he defeated Etemon and got Etemon to come to the city on his way out, I suppose, but... Man, I liked Vegiemon. Vegiemon was cool. But hey, well, the cycle begins anew. Okay, so same thing as usual. Same thing as usual, we'll be offered a egg. So I've gone through all of these three, and this one, so this will turn into Botamon, which will become Koromon, which will eventually become Agumon or Gabumon. So, today, I guess the Grey Lord's mansion is on hold again for, honestly, for the foreseeable future, because I can't do anything about it. Because I can't go back in unless I have a virus-type Digimon. So, not exactly ideal, but hey, here we are. Okay, on the plus side, I do have a couple of little advantages that I can use out of this. So first things first, let's grab today's sirloins, and I'll buy 2 super carrots and 2 hawk radishes. This way, I'll hopefully be able to, you know, boost up my stats a fair bit. I'll keep a hold of them until it's Agumon or Gabumon, though. Mostly because, you know, when it's a baby Digimon, it will pretty much just do nothing. Like, it'll effectively do nothing for me. So what do I want to boost up first? I think I'm going to focus on my attack stat first. I'll focus on attack, then HP, then speed, I think. Okay, so 9. Okay, we got 9 offense right off the bat. So hopefully we should just get more of as we go. Like the the returns on each thing. Hopefully will go up as we go. And hopefully we'll end up just with a really strong Digimon. Pretty much, I want my offense stat high, I want my defense stat high. Honestly, I want all of my stats high, because realistically, I kind of need them to all be high. But yeah, so, on this loop, I have 3 or 4 things that I want to do. In this loop, I want to go and finally get Frigimon. So I want to go and get Frigimon. I want to hopefully get Kokatorimon, hopefully get Garurumon, and maybe, if it turns up, go and get Mamemon. Mamemon might actually be the most important one, because I know that Mamemon, like, I know that when it joins the city, it's the one that sells all of the chips. Those things are super expensive. Like, they're expensive, but ultimately they're probably worth it. And realistically, it probably beats my current approach, which is just hoarding them. Because, you may be fully aware by now, I've been keeping a hold of all of them that I've had for the entire game up to this point. So, oh, okay, we are about to evolve into Koromon. Okay, so, Botamon becomes Koromon, which will eventually become Agumon or Gabumon. At which point, I gain access to potentially, like, Greymon, Garurumon, Monochromon, Birdramon, Meramon, I think Tyrannomon. Like, there's a good few options available, and hopefully we'll be able to get something very helpful and strong. I'm really hoping I can get something strong, because, honestly, Vegiemon was pretty good. Like, Vegiemon was pretty good. Birdramon and Kabuterimon, I was really happy with. Those two were fantastic Digimon to have. Like, I am genuinely proud of those guys. Those were great. So far, I've been very happy with every single Digimon that I've had. And I think I think maybe Vegiemon I spent more time training than anything else. Also, I think maybe Vegiemon didn't quite get the time that I would have liked. But either way, I think in general we're doing pretty okay. And, you know, as we go through, we are going to end up making more progress. But also at the same time, I feel like I do need to start... I feel like I need to start getting myself properly towards the end game stuff. Like, I think I need to finally start hitting an ultimate level Digimon, you know? I think I need to get an ultimate level Digimon because I am starting to get to the proper sort of end game stuff. And, yeah, I don't know if I can still handle all of that with my current Digimon. I mean, obviously with Koromon I can't, because Koromon is an training Digimon. Okay, so that's 100 offense. Let's go and do some HP training now. So this'll heal... Okay, that gives 96 a time. And that's another bathroom break. 10 out of 10. I don't really want to question how Koromon, or honestly, the baby form, Butamon, I don't really want to question how a lot of these Digimon would end up just you know, pushing a giant boulder, but hey, here we are. Right. Okay, pretty much, as usual, my goal is going to be 1,000 in HP and MP, and then 100 across the board. But I think I want to put more focus onto offense, because I don't know what it'll result in, but I would quite like to believe that it'll give me something strong. Okay, also, once we Digivolve to Agumon, or Gabumon, whichever one we get, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be Agumon. I'm going to guess it's Agumon because I'm focusing primarily on the offensive stats rather than the defensive ones. But yeah, once I have Agumon, once again, I am assuming that I'm getting Agumon. Once I get that, then I will start using the the Hawk Radishes and the Super Carrots, because I assume they can go slightly longer without needing to eat. So the goal will basically be go do all that, feed it a sirloin, give it the Super Carrot or the Hawk Radish afterwards, and then just keep grinding through all of that. But I also need to worry about its tiredness. There's a lot to think about in Digimon World. Genuinely, this is one of those games where I don't know how people would have ever figured out half of this stuff as a kid. I mean, to be fair, I feel like this is simultaneously one of those really interesting... I think this is one of the most interesting in quotation marks, games I've ever played. Because it is such a mystery in a lot of ways. It's like, hey, do I know how to do all this? No. Am I gonna know how to do this when I'm a kid? Absolutely not. But also, just sitting there and finding out all of the stuff. Like, part of the... Like, not knowing half of the mechanics is simultaneously very inconvenient and kind of annoying. But it's also part of the magic of the game, I think. It's a weird one. Also, I have a terrible, terrible feeling that I said basically that exact same thing, like, word for word, probably, like, 3 episodes ago. And if that's the case, I'm gonna feel really stupid about it. If that's the case, I'm gonna feel really stupid because, I would have recorded that literally yesterday, and, yeah, not exactly my smartest time of being if that happened. Okay, so that is 1,000 HP acquired, and we need another bathroom break for Koromon. Koromon also wants to go to sleep soon. Okay, so I think we should be pretty much about to get our evolution, I think. And I believe speed will be my next thing that I focus on. Just let my Digimon hit the track real quick. I don't actually remember if the Super Carrot affects... Okay, I'll use a Super Carrot first, and if it doesn't affect speed, then I'll do something else. Also, you know, just to kind of maximize my potential usage of stuff. Okay. I do quite like how Koromon seems to... I think it's actually most of the baby Digimon. They kind of just deflate. Like, when they go to sleep, they basically just deflate. I think that's kind of cute. I know Tanemon kind of just, like, falls over, which, to be fair, is kind of cute in its own way. Anyway, let's go and get today's sirloin steaks, because, hey, that's more stuff. Actually, that could be an... Oh! Wow, thanks, Vegiemon. Basically, Vegiemon said he was feeling good today, so he gave us 5. He gave us 5 steaks. That's huge. Actually, that's another thing that I would like to do on this loop, if possible. I would like to actually gain entrance to Mount Infinity. I'm not going to go and do Mount Infinity just yet, but I would be quite happy to, you know, have the entrance available. Okay, let's start running track. And hopefully we can get... Actually, we should be evolving fairly soon, I think. I might be wrong on that, but I feel pretty confident in saying we should be evolving relatively soon. Okay, pretty much, I think I'm just gonna just grind stats. I'm probably just gonna grind stat. Okay, we are evolving, so let's see what we are going to become. So, Koromon digivolves into either Agumon or Gabumon. So, we are getting... I'm going to just assume it's Agumon, but we could get Gabumon. Let's find out. It is indeed Agumon. So, we are now effectively back to where we were at the start of the game. So, welcome back, Agumon. Yeah, we currently don't have a whole lot, and I can't... Actually, I can teach it a good few moves that we didn't have originally, which is very nice already. Okay, so I will give it just a bit of meat, and then I will give it the super carrot, and hopefully this'll work. And hopefully it won't become hungry after, like, 1 run. Okay, so... That... Okay, 11 speed at a time. That's not amazing, but it's not too bad. If nothing else, we're just gonna keep getting this done. I mean, realistically. So, going and starting it and stopping it pretty much immediately. I don't know. I feel like I personally feel like I'm getting big. You want to see me run to that mountain and back? Want to see me do it again? The kind of vibes out of that. Although, to be fair, that wasn't the first time in this episode that I've had a thought of, hey, this reminds me of a thing. I mean, to be fair, so this is probably going to sound like a real comparison, but if you've seen, you know, you might know. Etemon, I feel like Etemon is basically the Johnny Bravo of the Digimon world, and yeah, that's maybe a bit of a weird analogy, but hey, here we are. Okay, that's our speed up quite high. Let's go for defense next. Let's go for our defense stat next. So, no, that's a quick ship. That's not what I want to use right now. So we give a sirloin, and you know what? Just because we're feeling very nice today, can have a couple of mushrooms to go with its steak. I mean, realistically, I feel a bit bad. I can't give it fries or anything. But hey, you know, sometimes you have a steak and you have fries or mashed potatoes or something with it. And now we give it a hawk radish. And now let's get training this defense stat. Starring getting punched in the face, I guess. Because, I mean, hey, one of them, I guess an important thing is learning to not block with your face, I think. I don't know. I imagine blocking with your face is a stupid idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if this is coming across, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Also, the amount of times in this episode where I have, like, stopped, where I've, like, finished my sentence, and I've been trying to, like, figure out what I'm gonna say next, and it's just happened to coincide with my Digimon pooping. It's a very inconvenient one. Okay, so, once again, I'm focusing until I can get 100 defense, and then, after that, I think, Agumon needs to sleep. Okay, Agumon, good work today, you trained well, let's have a nap, and bright and early, we get back to work. Okay, back to training the defensive stat. That is 11. 2 more, and we are ready for defense. Just for now, at least. Because obviously, as we go through the game, we will need more and more stuff. On the plus side, and I think we've gotten pretty decent use out of this Horseradish. I think this Horseradish has proven to be pretty good. Okay, so what could Agumon become? I know it can become Meramon, because we had Meramon last time. I think it can become Birdramon. Actually, I can check. If I go player, chart, Agumon, it can become Greymon. I know it can become Greymon, because that's like the linear evolution. It can become Meramon. It can become Birdramon. I know it can become Tyrannomon. I've had Tyrannomon in the past. Tyrannomon is a kind of cool one. I would not mind a Tyrannomon, to be totally honest. I think it can become Monochromon. I don't think it's listed, but every single rookie Digimon can also become Bakemon. I think it's... I don't know what the exact ratio is for it, but I want to say it's like 10% or something. When a rookie Digimon is defeated in battle and it loses a life, when a rookie Digimon is defeated and loses a life, there is a percentage chance where when you get back to the city, it'll Digivolve into Bakemon. I think that's an interesting one. Because it's just like, oh, it became a ghost. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even mind that. Bakemon is kinda cool. I think that might just be me having a slight ghost bias, though, because I think ghosts are cool. Yeah, that totally doesn't have anything to do with Ghost being one of my favourite Pokemon types. I say that, but for Pokemon games I've been playing recently. So, full disclosure, as of the time we're recording this video, Emerald's final episode is going up later this week. So, I don't have a schedule planned for this. I don't know when in the year this playthrough of Digimon World is going to be going up. So, that could be a little bit awkward, because I don't know if this will be going up in January, I don't know if it'll be going up in October. All I know is that this playthrough of Digimon World, as I've stated multiple times throughout now, and I love just bringing it back, I just love mentioning it, I guess. This playthrough of Digimon World, I will have the entire series recorded before I start uploading it. Because I know me, and I know my history playing this game. I will burn myself out on playing it, and I don't really want to do that, because I know I want to do a series on it. Honestly, I feel like Digimon World might be a better stream game than a series game. Because, you know, if you're because in general, watching, like, and I feel like having a sit and watch me do, like, episodes upon episodes of grinding probably isn't exactly the most interesting thing in the world. I feel like maybe it would be better if that was, like, a stream, because then it can just be like, oh, I can just interact with Twitch chat. Maybe that would make more sense. Okay. So let's, rest for a couple of hours, and then we can get back to training. I'm gonna let him rest one more time, because I think he's still a bit tired. Okay, so I say that. He's gonna wake up, probably need to go to the bathroom, need to eat, and go to sleep. Am I right, Agumon? Actually, I probably have an hour or two in-game before he needs to go to sleep. Okay. So, today's episode absolutely got off the rails. This is not what I wanted to happen. because obviously I hadn't really taken into consideration the fact that Vegiemon might just fade away. I thought I had like I thought I had at least another, you know, couple of days in game with Vegiemon. I thought I could have maybe gotten the Grey Lord's Mansion done. Or maybe if I'd just grinded a little bit more on the stats, maybe it would have been able to evolve into something else. But hey, that's something, that's, you know, hindsight. And hindsight, you know, hindsight being 2020 and all that. Okay, so, hopefully we can get our MP 1000 soon. After that, I think I should focus on HP. The HP, offense, defense. HP, offense, defense, speed are obviously going to be my highest priorities. Although I think brains. Brains might be important. Because obviously if it evolves into Greymon, I imagine it probably needs a high amount of brains to become Metal Greymon. It probably needs a lot of brains to become Metal Greymon because that's a machine Digimon. I don't know if that has any actual bearing on anything, but I think that kinda makes sense, right? Like, to me that kinda makes some degree of sense. Either that, or maybe that makes sense, or maybe these are the words of an absolute lunatic, who knows. Also, oh, Agumon's weight has hit 1. That's bad. Let's give our Digimon some food, because, you know, kinda needs to... Also, it's a bit concerning that the game didn't tell me he was hungry for what must have been, like, 2 full... Not 2 full in-game days, but a very long time. That is concerning behavior. Agumon, I need you to eat. Eat. Eat and grow healthy and strong. And because that is basically a weightless Agumon I had with me. That is concerning. Okay, so... what is it currently set at? 11? No, I shouldn't. Should I? Yeah, I'll go and get the big berry thing. Because I found a big berry over on Mount Panorama, and I think I probably maybe need that. So it should just be in here somewhere. Offense discs. I've got all these discs. Oh, I also had... Oh, yeah, I had all these as well. Yeah, why not? I'll take all of those, because those act as food, and the orange banana is also just a massive stat boost. Not boost, a massive stat restore. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so now we have plenty of food. We have plenty of food, plenty of everything. Let's start grinding more stats. Okay, I need to do like 3 or 4 more rounds of MP training. And then we should be good to go. Although, I don't know what... Because I know that evolutions in this game have multiple different requirements. But I know that there is... I think it's like something to do with weight. It's like stats, weight, techniques, discipline, and the number of battles they've done. There's a lot of things that kind of go into this game. And I will completely throw my hands up and say I do not know and understand all of them. But I would like to believe I have most of these ready for Agumon to become something powerful. Okay, so that is 1000 HP and MP. And we need another bathroom break. Agumon, just... I mean, hey, if nothing else, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been keeping an eye on the in-game clock. The only time I know... Like, I only know that it skips an hour for each training thing. You can sit and watch the actual animation play out for a full in-game hour, which I believe is 60 real-world seconds. No, wait, that doesn't sound right. That really doesn't sound right, because that would be like an hour as an in-game day. That doesn't sound right. What was I gonna do now? I was going to feed it a few more things, get its weight up just a little bit, and then I was going to train more HP, I think. 22? Let's go a little bit higher. Okay. So, You know what, just because I can, let's go Sirloin, one more because Agumon has done very good work so far. And then we also give it the super cat. No, don't want to eat the shoes. If I buy like 8 pairs of those, will that just make them work? Because I feel like they don't do a whole lot. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I feel like they don't do much. Also, game, you are testing me. I just used that super carrot, and then he got hungry like immediately after. I'll do one more round. Okay, that's 112 per. Now then, give him another sirloin. Give him some praise for doing well. I don't know how to really affect the discipline. What if I scold them? Yeah, if I scold them, their happiness goes down, but their discipline goes up. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, I messed that up. I saw that at the worst possible time. That was a terrible timing for me. Like, that was actually just the worst possible timing. Like, I couldn't have done much about that. Like, it popped up right as I started. Like, yeah, I feel kind of bad about that one, but hey, here we are. Okay, so one more, we're up past 2,000 HP, very nice. Fantastic, that's 2,050 HP. Now, let's get to work on this offense stat. Let's get to work on this offense stat. I'll end the episode off once we either go to sleep or evolve. Okay, well, this ain't happening again. Game, I'm not letting this happen twice in a row. Although, I don't know how to improve... I'll be honest, I don't really know how to improve discipline very well. But hey, we're doing pretty okay. Okay, so I think we're doing relatively okay. Agumon is pretty tired though. So I'm gonna go and let him rest for a bit. I do wish I could still just rest at Vegimon's house, but apparently the game has said, no, can't do that anymore. So, actually, you know what? If I scold it, how much does it affect discipline if I just keep scolding it? Okay, so I can raise its discipline, but its happiness will go down. Because I am kind of just yelling at it for no reason at this point. So, but I want it to be on the yellow side of discipline. I feel really bad about just yelling at my Digimon first. Like, genuinely, I feel really bad about this. Okay, let's go and rest for a bit. I always feel bad about just yelling at my Digimon or not doing something, especially when it hasn't done anything. Like, it hasn't done anything wrong. Okay. Giving happiness and tiredness at good levels leads to long life. You know what? Maybe that's why Vegiemon died. Because I think I fundamentally failed at taking care of that thing for a good while. Maybe its weight was just super low. You know what, Agumon, you're good. You good work. I mean, I say that it has done absolutely nothing. Like, straight up, its entire life, it has just been in the gym. Like, it has trained quite literally its entire life at this point. Maybe I should go into the forest and have it try fighting a Dokunemon. Probably not worth it. Yeah, it's not really. Not gonna bother. Not going to bother. Okay. So, you know what? I'm gonna go and grab another hawk radish and stuff. What was that? What? Is Agumon just yelling at me? To be fair, I can't. I can't blame Agumon if it's yelling at me, because I'll be honest, I've been a real jerk to this Agumon so far. But I do need to keep it happy. I do need Agumon to be happy, but I also need it to be disciplined. And that's kind of a delicate balance sometimes. So, there we go. Maybe that'll help a bit. That did not do much. I don't think I saw any movement on either bar for that. But hey, I do want to keep this thing happy. Like, I want to keep my Agumon happy, but I want it to still be disciplined. And I don't really know what the best way for me to do that is. I feel like it was doing fine when it was, I feel like it was doing fine earlier, but I don't know what I did differently to change it. Like, I don't know what happened to change it to make it less disciplined. Either way, I'm going to go up to 200 offense, and hopefully we'll reach 200 before we evolve, which should probably be relatively soon, I think. Okay, one more. Oh, that is a quick bathroom break for Agumon. I feel like maybe I should just give Agumon and all of my future Digimon just positive reinforcement. Like, positive reinforcement, like, hey, you did training? Good job. Praise them. Kiss them. You know, just anytime they do anything, give them praise. Okay, so we got a bit of praise. I mean, the happiness did go up. The happiness visibly went up. Can I just find a happy mushroom? That makes things so much easier. So there's an item in this game called a happy mushroom, and it will just boost up your Digimon's happiness. Like, it just boosts it by a significant chunk. And hey, that would be kind of nice to have. Maybe if I boost its brains, its discipline will go up. Oh, it's evolving though. So let's see what we get. Okay, Agumon is evolving. Hopefully it's not Meramon. Because as much as I liked having Meramon last time, I'd like to see something new. We got a Greymon! Let's go! That's huge! That was not the sound I was expecting that to make, but hey, I am more than happy to have a Greymon. Like, that's a very nice Digimon to have. Okay, so let's have a look at his stats. Those don't really seem like they went up all that much, but I can't give it Prominence Beam. I can't give it Warcry, though. I'll give it Spitfire, Prominence Beam, and I guess Red and No? Yeah, sure, I'll go Fire Tower. Why not? Because that way it can potentially get stuns, and if I can get it to have stuns, that could be insane. Stuns could come in super clutch, actually. Because if I can basically say to the other Digimon, hey, no, you don't get to move for 10 full seconds. 10 full seconds is a long time. And, like, you know, just taking away the ability to move from your opponent can be absolutely insane. It's part of why no one likes getting hit with stuns. Like, no one likes getting hit with stuns because it's like, oh, well, I just don't get to play the game for a bit. And, you know, taking away that option from the people, or taking that an option away from your opponent can be quite a lot. Okay, Greymon needs to go to the bathroom. When Greymon eventually wants to go to sleep, that'll be when I end off the episode. Also, I hope you like the loud stomping noise, because you're going to be hearing that for the next couple of episodes. You're going to be hearing it for the next couple of episodes. And, hey, who knows, it might go on even longer afterwards. I don't know how long Greymon will be alive for. But hey, I am very happy to have Greymon. Partially because it's, you know, it's kind of like the canon one. Not tomorrow yet. That's fine, I'll just buy another super carrot. Actually, I'll buy 2 super carrots. Because I do want to get a ton of offense. Like, I want Greymon to be super powerful. Okay, so here's the thing. I want Greymon to be super powerful, but I know that one of its I know that it'll probably have 2 or 3 evolutions. I know that it'll probably have 2 or maybe 3 potential evolutions, and I'm hoping that I don't get... Okay, how do I best phrase this? I know Metal Greymon is good. I don't want Metal Greymon. But at the same time, Metal Greymon is kind of like undeniably super strong. Okay, so I feel like I should probably keep a hold of it. Okay, Greymon is hungry, so let's give him some sirloin. Because you know what? You know, big dinosaur needs food. And therefore we give big dinosaurs food. Right, okay, so. Okay, Greymon wants to go to sleep. So with that, in the next episode, I'm probably going to be doing a bit more training, and then we're probably going to head out into the world. Hopefully. So I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I'll hopefully see you all next time as we continue with Digimon World. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.